Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my live again. Um, Thank you for joining me. Okay. If you're just joining, please say hi. Let me know that you're there. Thank you for joining me. If you're just joining, say hi. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me. Okay, guys. I'm not going to waste too much time today. So I need to start as quick as possible. Okay. So if you're just joining me, please give me a thumbs up. Okay, give me a thumbs up. It will help me a lot. It will help YouTube to recommend this live to more people. Okay. So I appreciate you all for joining. If you're joining, just say hi and then give me a thumbs up. Okay, give me a thumbs up so that YouTube can push this to more people. So having said that, let's start for what I have to discuss with you guys today. Okay. So once again, I welcome all of you. My name is Ella. Just in case you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Ella. Okay, so and today we are going to be discussing some bad habits. I hope I'm loud enough. I don't know, but I hope I'm audible enough. So if you can hear me, just say yes, I can hear you. Let me know that you can hear me, that I'm not talking to myself. Okay, so moving on. Today we are just going to talk about some bad habits. Okay, some bad habits that affect our health. Somehow, knowingly or unknowingly, we know or we may not know that these things affect our health. Okay, so that's what we are going to discuss today. And it's like I always say, just a disclaimer here, I'm not a medical practitioner, I'm not in any medical field, and I'm not a specialist when it comes to health and well-being, but I'm just sharing um, tips or things that I know that can help us, okay, that can help our lives, that can help our health and well-being. Yeah, that is it. So if you're just joining, please give me a thumbs up. Okay, give me a thumbs up, like this video, so that YouTube will recommend it to more people. So like I said, today we are discussing some bad habits that affect our health, our well-being, in one way or the other. Okay, so like I said, if you're just joining me, just say hi. Lover boy says hi. Hi, lover boy. Hi. I think that's his name. Yeah, lover boy. Hi. Okay, so um, like I said, there are some habits that affect our health and well-being that we may know knowingly or unknowingly we do them, but then again, it's a problem to our health. So having said that, I'm going to start with number one. Okay, the number one lover boy. I'm from India, and you? Thank you for letting me know you're from India. I'm from Nigeria. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so um the number one bad habit that we don't pay attention to is not paying attention to our urine color. Yeah, It might be like, what has my urine color got to do with my health? Yes, it has a lot to do with your health. Not paying attention to your urine color. Most times you just walk into the restroom, you just pee and you walk away. You maybe flush and walk away. No, if you go to the restroom and pee, look at it, have a look at it. It's your pee. Look at it, check the color. Is it good? Is it not good? Has anything changed? Is it strange? You you have a look. Okay, if you see me looking this way, I'm looking at my laptop. I don't want to forget any of the points, and at the same time I'm also trying to be as fast as I can so that I can finish on time. Tella Olivera, something like that. It says, good evening. She's a very attractive woman. Who is that? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. So, what I'm saying, when you pee, have a look at your pee. Okay, there is nothing wrong. And again, there's a chart. If you don't know, there's a chart for urine color. You can Google it. It's there on the public space. You can Google it. Use it to guide yourself to know at what point you're supposed to be getting worried, or at what point you're supposed to be talking to your doctor. Okay, so like to me, it has happened to me before. There was a time I didn't understand the color of my urine, so I went to the hospital. Yeah, it could be that something is seriously wrong with you, you don't know, and it could be that you're just okay. Maybe you're dehydrated. So I didn't like what I was seeing in my urine as per the color. I didn't like it, so I had to go to the hospital. Like, ask the doctor, this is what I've observed. What could be wrong? So what happened was, anyway, that will take me to my next point. But the thing, a long story short, the first doctor I met the first day I went gave me a wrong medication just because I came to complain that I don't like the color of my urine. He gave me a wrong medication. But that's, by the way, like I said, I will discuss more on that in my next point. Okay, so point number 2. Number 1, not paying attention to the color of your urine. That is point number 1. Point number 2, not paying attention or reading medication leaflets or instructions. Some of us, when you go to the hospital, they give you medications, and some medications come with their leaflet, their instruction in them, but we don't look at them, we don't pay attention to them. And like I said on the first point, that was, should I say, somehow what happened to me. It happened that when I went to the hospital to complain that I don't like the color of my urine, what's wrong? The doctor like, okay, he checked me and checked and gave me a medication. Okay, I left. On my way home, I've not even gotten home because that's I didn't check, I didn't read it. On my way home, the same doctor called me that the medication he gave me, I should not take it that afternoon. I should start taking it the next morning. Okay, I should take it the next morning. I should give myself like some time. Then the next morning I should start taking the medication and come back that same morning. So luckily for me, that the next morning, and again, why am I saying all this? The medication he gave me, I didn't look at it because he said next morning. I didn't look at it, I didn't read anything. So the next morning I went back to the hospital with the same medication. Unfortunately for me, yes, I would say fortunately, because that would have caused a big problem for me. Fortunately, I went back to the hospital, met another doctor, and he asked me, yeah, you were here yesterday, what was the complaint? I repeated the whole thing. And he was like, color of your urine, I don't see, are you feeling this? Are you feeling, ask me a series of questions. I was like, no. Like, okay. And I told him, your colleague gave me this medication yesterday. The doctor was like, what? What did you complain? What did you complain again? I said, I told you, I didn't like, my urine color was changing, so I didn't like it, so I came to know why. He said, is that why he gave you this medication? I said, yeah, that's what he gave me. He said, no. At a point, when I asked him, okay, what's the medication for? Because at that point, he had collected his medication from me. So, what's the problem? He said, no, I shouldn't worry. I said, no, I need to know. Why did you take the medication and why the reaction? So long story short, I was given a wrong medication, a medication for someone that has kidney issue, kidney problem, and I had no problem. So if I had taken that medication, you can imagine what would have happened to me. Meanwhile, just because I want to complain that the color of my urine changed. And the second doctor that I met, like I said, fortunately for me, he told me that I should drink water. Drink water, drink water. Then after 24 hours, I should come back. Then that was it. I drank that water for as much as I could, and that was it. They didn't give me no medication, nothing. I was fine. I was okay. The doctor told me that I was just dehydrated. That nothing was wrong with me. So why am I saying? Let's try and pay attention to the instructions, to the leaflets, whatever document, whatever paper that comes with a medication that you're giving. Try and have a look at it. Or even when you're giving that medication, like in Nigeria, sometimes they just give you dispense medications to you, no instruction. They have the main pack. They just, what we call it, over the counter. They just count and give you. You can get the name of the medication. You can research on it, Google it yourself. What is it for? Is it really? Is this medicine really for what I complained about? So that's it. Hello, my sis, Lynn Crafts. Thank you for joining me, my sister. Thank you. I appreciate you. Lynn Craft is here. The lady that wants to finish me with good food. She just served us jollof rice this night on her channel. Lynn Craft, thank you very much for joining me. So that is my example number one. Read when you're giving medicine. Try to find out the instruction. Read and read and read. Okay. Third one, the third bad habit that kind of affects our health is smoking. Smoking. Yeah, some people say it's lifestyle. It's your choice. It's not a crime if you want to smoke cigarette or something. It's not a crime. But what about your health? What about your health? And of course, you know what the manufacturers of cigarettes says, that smokers are liable to, I'm sure you know the rest of the sentence. So you won't say that they didn't warn you, or you won't say that you didn't know. Smokers are liable to, and not just direct smoking like me now, taking something like, no, sometimes too, even secondhand smoking, it's a problem. Secondhand smoking is a problem. What's secondhand smoking? Like someone else is smoking and you're close to the person. So as the person is like oozing out the smoke, you are inhaling it because you're close to the person. Indirectly, you are smoking. Okay? You may not know, but indirectly you're smoking, and that's what is called secondhand smoking. Okay? And again, it's going to affect you. I'll give you guys another example, because the examples I'm giving you are things that happened to me, not my friend, my sister, or relative. It happened to me. At a point, there was a place I was living, in a flat, one flat in Port Harcourt. Then I had this neighbor. We share the same building. Yeah, exactly. We share the same building. One bedroom each of the flats. One bedroom flat each. So I was in one, he was in one. And this guy can, oh God, this guy can, first smoke with his second name. And nobody, they smoke only cigarette. They smoke Igbo. As in, that's his second name. At a point, one day, I can't forget that day, I think I had issue with my electrical connections at home. So I called one of my colleagues to come help me check it out and see what the problem is. So the guy came, and somehow, luckily that day, that my neighbor was at home. So my colleague came in. I was like, Ella, what did they smell for your house? You they do this thing? I said, do waiting. I said, now my neighbor. As in, to the extent the smell comes into my room, especially my room, because this is his room. This just the word that demarcates our room. This is his room. This is my room. It comes into my room. My colleague was like, make you no wake up one day, one morning you no go fit wake up come work, or this thing go just carry you, just doze off. I said, my brother, help me. So what am I trying to say? That's second-hand smoking. Yeah, the effect might not be that much because of the wars and all that, as in the case of my neighbor and I. But what am I trying to say is second-hand smoking. So just because you are not the person smoking directly, it doesn't save you from the harm. It doesn't mean that you're safe from the harm. Yeah, that's just it. It doesn't mean that you're safe from the harm. So when you see someone smoking, like I said, the person is not committing any crime. As long as the law permits, the person is taking what the law permits, the person is not committing any crime. So, and you are not into that kind of stuff. So your duty is just to find your way where possible and leave that spot for your own health. Makandoge, for your own sake. Okay. Yeah. So having said that, please, if you are joining, give me a thumbs up, please. Just give me a thumbs up so that our YouTube can recommend this live to more people. Please just help me to help myself. That's the only way you can help me. Then the third point is eating raw salt. I think in my last live I mentioned this. Eating raw salt can lead to some health issues. Okay, when they cook, you test, I beg, give me salt. So salt no dey the soup. It's not good. It's very dangerous to our health. Raw salt, it can lead to some health challenges like BP. We know it can lead to dehydration that I just talked about. It can lead to kidney problem. You understand? Or stomach irritation. Every time my belly dey pain me, it might be as a result of the too much raw salt you've been taking. Okay, so avoid it. It's not good. Those days, when we were very much younger in the village, those days, I remember when we were growing up, there is this soup. Maybe say people we used to cook, they call it agbada soup. No salt. Everything will be in that soup, but there will be no. The only thing that you will not see that will not be added to that soup is salt. There will be meat, fish, vegetables, everything, but there will be no salt. They call it abada, ufa abada. So if we can eat it then, so why can't we eat the one that has some salt, but just that the salt is not enough as we want? So try and manage it. Try and manage it to help your life, help your health. Don't add raw salt to your food. Okay, that is all I'm saying. I got all the points now. So next one, not paying attention to your overall health. Okay, some of us, some people, they just live like, what do they call it? Say like, I don't care life, bakomi life, anything goes. It's not good. When you have persistent headache, and sometimes maybe you've taken medication, because in Nigeria we do that a lot, self-medication. Once you're not feeling fine, every time we accuse malaria, every time we accuse typhoid. So you may be having persistent headache, you may have taken some medicine and it's not stopping. Then something more serious could be going on in your system. Okay, something beyond headache could be going on. That could be a sign that something worse is going on, something is wrong. You're having heart pain, my heart they pain me. You do like this, I beg, leave am there. You're having ear problem, ear pain. Ear doesn't even pain sef. That's the worst thing, one of the worst things about the ear. We will get to that. Or you are all of a sudden you can't perceive things, or you can't hear, and you're like, it's fine, it's fine, it's normal thing. No, it may not be normal. Before you used to hear, all of a sudden you begin to be all of a sudden you begin to behave like Odumeje. When they tell you something, say it's a problem. And that's one of the worst things with ear condition. It doesn't pain. It will just be accumulating, and we'll get to that, accumulating and accumulating and accumulating until all of a sudden, boom, you just discover that you're beginning to lose your hearing. So when you notice these things, persistent headache, maybe chest pain, um, like um, not perceiving as you used to, not perceiving smell as you used to, it's a problem. Or you're beginning to, like, before someone talks and you hear, and now the person have to talk, repeat or shout or increase their voice before you can hear, then it's a problem. So don't make you no be like say you and odumeje don dey make you no be like say you and odumeje don dey get the same problem o. Okay, so these are little things that we ignore, but um that we really need to pay attention to. Okay, that takes me to point number, is it number 5 or number 6 now? But the next point, there's a point, that's the most important thing. Drinking mindlessly, like too much alcohol, sugar, salt, anything. Like some people, I hear some people, they say they are merry-go-round, they don't get brand when it comes to alcohol. They drink anything, as long as they na drink, they drink. In fact, as long as they na alcohol, they drink. No, they don't have no brand at all. They can take any, they are all weather, they are game once it has to do with alcohol. You drink mindlessly, you don't care. And some, they even make it like it's a competition. Somebody can sit at a place and finish 1 crate of beer. You are not doing yourself any good. And you know, just like the manufacturers of cigarette, manufacturers of alcohol, what did they tell us? They say what? Drink responsibly. Drink responsibly. But some people, no, they want to anyhow it be. If you talk, they tell it's any which way na way. Some will tell you that something must buy a man. So not paying, next one, not paying attention or minding what you eat. That is harmful diet. Eating the wrong kinds of food, too much processed food, too much salt, too much sugar, you know, not eating, not having sufficient essential nutrients, like we discussed the other time. Veggies, fruits. I know that yes, in Nigeria, we must admit it, we are not born with that kind of food, eating fruits and veg. So I can't sit here and tell you that's our, no, we are not born like that, we are not trained like that. In fact, let me put that way, let me better put that way, we were not trained like that. We were not trained with veg, fruits. No, you both people, they mind all those kind of things. We don't eat garri, eat fufu, eat rice, eat yam, eat otarede. What else? We know our food. Eat ofenka, this soup, that soup. That's it. But over the years, we've seen that our food is more of carbohydrate, which is not too good for our health, especially as we grow older. It's not good for our health. So what do? We start learning, we start incorporating fruits and veg into our diet. We start making changes to our diet in order to improve our health. Okay, so not eating, having enough nutrients, veggies, fruits in our diet, it also affects us. You eat anyhow, not paying attention to what you eat. Harmful dieting is not good. Again, eating too much too, it's a problem to your health. Eating too much, it's a problem. Nowadays, when they talk about health and well-being, we talk about moderation, we talk about a portion control. There's for me to eat and say that I'm filled, it has to be this quantity. I must finish it, and eat and know that yes, I've eaten. So too much eating, too much food is also not good, because when you eat too much, or when you eat excess, let me put it that way, because your too much might not be my too much. Our too much might not be the same too much. So you have your too much, I have my too much. So the thing, let me put it, excess eating. When you eat in excess, you are giving your liver more work to do. Okay, you are giving your liver too much work to do, and that is not good. Even when your liver is supposed to be resting, it's working overtime. It doesn't need to work that overtime. Okay, so having said that, let's move to the next point. Okay, what is the next point? Blasting your headphone. Okay, I said it before that when you begin to lose your hearing, or when you begin to have problems with your ear, it doesn't pain. It will just be accumulating. It will just be accumulating and accumulating and accumulating until it gets to that point that you realize that, oh, at this point I can no longer hear. So, and sounds, there is a level of sound that we are not supposed to exceed, because sounds are measured in decibels. Okay, they measure sounds in decibels. So there is a certain limit that we must not exceed. I think the normal limit is about 60 decibel. So you are not supposed to plug this to your ears and then have at least between 60 to 75 decibel is still safe. But anything above that, you are only damaging your ear drum, and it's just a question of time you begin to see the results, especially when you do it for long. Like you see some people, earpiece will be in their ear from morning till night. They only remove it maybe when they are home or when they are sleeping. Even when they are home, sometimes it's still in their ears, blasting music and all that. It's not good. So that time, it's how long you expose your ear to so much noise. It's another problem. So like I said, it doesn't pain. It's painless. The ear problem is pain. It will not pain you until it happens. So it's best to keep the volume of your headset below 75 decibel to be safe. Like I said, at least if you're between 60 to 75, you're still within the safe range. And don't listen for more than a couple of hours. Okay, you are more likely to lose hearing as you age if you are around loud noise for a long time. Yeah, like I said, if you are exposed to it for a long time, it will just be building up. It will just be piling up until at some point it will happen. And maybe that time we'll begin accuse village people. We'll begin call village people. Meanwhile, their hand no dey there. They were not there when you are listening, enjoying your music. So what am I trying to say? Avoid so much noise. I know that, yeah, sometimes when we go to parties, we blast music, we enjoy, we dance and groove and all that. But again, the exposure time matters. The exposure time, that's what matters. So just make sure that you are not exposed to it for a long time. Okay, please, if you are joining me just now, give me a thumbs up. Please, 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 just give me a thumbs up. That's the only way you will help me to help myself. Please give me a thumbs up. Okay, so blasting your headphone, it's like we said, it's another bad habit that can affect your health over time. It may not happen immediately, but be rest assured that it will happen. If you're exposed to it for a long time, it will sure happen. Then the next point, not getting enough sleep. This is another bad habit that affects our health. This one, it affects, in fact, the effect, the effect no be here. But to tell you the truth, you see on this table, you see this one, I am also guilty. Hmm? I'm also guilty, but I know I'm not the only one on this table. I'm also guilty because, especially these days, I sleep late. I sleep so late. Sometimes I stay awake till 1, 2 to 3 a.m. That's when I'll go to bed. Like what I'm sharing with you guys today, I have to script it. Okay, I have to script it. I have to do thumbnail. I have to, schedule the live, do all this and that. It's time. And with a little baby, it's time. I have to make out time to do it. And for me to be able to achieve all of this, I have to do it in the night when baby has gone to sleep. That's it. That's when I will have time and concentrate and do what I have to do. So lately, it's still, like I said, I'm guilty as well. So that's why I'm putting all this effort to help myself on this YouTube channel, on this particular channel, help myself. And that's why I'm begging you guys to also help me. Give me thumbs up, share the video, so that as you help me, I help myself too. Okay? So, having said that, the fact is that when you constantly deprive yourself of sleep, when you constantly deprive your body of sleep, it can lead to serious health conditions. Yeah, it can lead to serious health problems like BP. It can lead to heart attack. It can lead to depression, you know. So, if anything should make you lose your sleep, try and make it up. Like me, if I stay awake that much, maybe the next morning I will not wake up on time. I will sleep as long as I can before I can wake up. Or maybe the next 2 3 days I must make sure I make up for the lost hours. So try to find a way and make up if you're not having enough sleep. Not having enough sleep is not good. It's affecting your health. As adults, we need to sleep at least 7 to 8 hours every night. Yeah, you can Google it. Even in safety, they taught us this one. You can, as an adult, you are expected to sleep at least 6 to 7 hours every night. So try to get to bed early in order to complete those hours and give your body a good sleep, good night rest, so that your body will function well. Okay? And again, if you're finding it difficult to sleep, you might need to talk to your doctor. Okay, like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm not in the medical field. If you're finding it difficult to sleep, you might need to start talking to your doctor, okay, about it. But there's one funny thing with this sleep. When we discuss it sometimes, when we discuss it with some people, they will tell you that big men don't sleep 8 hours. Big men don't sleep 8 hours. Yeah, that may be true. You might be correct. Big men don't sleep 8 hours. But then again, also know that it's only someone that is alive that will work to be a big man. You understand? It's only when you are alive that you can work to be a big man. So don't end up losing maybe your good health as you achieve to be a big man. You're working to achieve, you are working to become a big man. You succeeded, and in the process, you lose your health. So what am I trying to say? You have to find a balance. Yes, it's good to be a big man. Me, I'm also working hard to be a big somebody. That's how I'm saying. So try and balance it. Balance work, rest, and other engagements. So, yeah, like they say that health is what? Wealth. If you're not healthy, how are you now going to enjoy that money when you finally become the big man? You see? Or God forbid, you won't end up working so hard, becoming the big man, and at the end of the day, You now use the all the wealth you have as a big man, trying to regain your good health that you lost in the course of becoming a big man. You get the twist now. So, like I said, try to balance it. Don't lose one while chasing the other. I got the point now. Okay. So guys, how far are we? Let me check. Okay. Okay guys, so I think for this, okay, this is not just all. Okay, this is not just all, but I just picked some few that I just picked some I think that are very common, you know, the ones I think that a lot of us we are guilty of, even me. I'm guilty of some of these things, but I try to see how I can meet up. I try to see how I can make up and not lose my health in the course of trying to become whatever or trying to achieve whatever. Try to find a balance, try to find a way to balance it up. Okay guys, so with these few points of mine, I hope you've learned something, and I hope that by the time you see me on live next time, you are going to join me. Okay, and from today you will start making ways on how to start making effort on how to um, start dropping some of these bad habits. They are not good for us. Like I said, there are so many of them. Maybe I will do a part 2, but for now, this is it. Okay, so I think for today guys, this is where I'm going to be wrapping it up. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you all, and I will see you in my next one. Okay, bye bye. Bye guys. Bye.